Hi, I'm Isis, and I'm going to show you how to do some pan frying today in our 12-inch electric oil core skillet. You want to preheat it like a medium temperature, maybe 250 to 300, somewhere around there. Anything you're pan frying in Saladmaster cookware, you always want to preheat your pan. No matter if you're using an electric skillet or you're using a gourmet skillet or one of our griddles. For items that you're pan frying, like we're going to do tofu today, if you're doing French toast or pancakes or just things that you're searing in the pan. So what I have here is I have a block of tofu that's water packed, and I rinsed it and I sliced it. Now, if you've ever had tofu at a Chinese restaurant, you know, they're really frying it to death. And the really great thing is we're going to show you a healthier version, which we can do in Saladmaster cookware because we're using less oils. Now, tofu doesn't have any natural fats in it, so I am going to have to use a little bit of oil. What I'm going to do is just first spray that in the pan, and then I'm going to put in our tofu. You can hear there's a little sizzle on that. And I'll just put in as many pieces are going to fit. Now, sometimes people will make the mistake and say, Isis, I was trying to pan fry some food and it's stuck in the bottom of the pan. And really why that might have happened is because you didn't preheat first. So you always need to preheat. All right. So now what I'm going to do, you're going to probably feel tempted to change, to get a spatula and check it and keep checking and checking. I am just going to let this sear on one side with the lid ajar for about 7 minutes until I kind of see a golden edge around the side. So that's the first step. It's been about 7-8 minutes, and the reason why I know it's ready to turn the tofu is because I can see on the edges there's crispy little sides, and it's released from the pan. So anything you're pan frying, just fry it until it releases from the pan. And I am going to use a little more spray oil because I'm going to turn over the tofu and cook the other side. So let's see, we can flip that right over. And you can see how nice and golden. It really has a great color on the tofu. That's what I'm looking for. There's a crispy texture. And this is what we achieved really by using Saladmaster cookware and just a little bit of oil with tofu. So you didn't have to sit there and deep fry. And last tofu. Okay, there we go. All right, so now to crisp up the other side, you're going to follow the same method of just letting it sear in there for maybe 5 minutes, something like that. And I might turn up the heat a little bit here. Your heat is going to range from, with tofu, probably from like 300 maybe down to 250, kind of medium temperature. If it doesn't look like it's cooking, go ahead and raise it up for 320, 350 temperature. So I've got a nice sear here. Now to season the tofu, that's really the key. A lot of people dislike tofu and because tofu doesn't have a lot of flavor, but the great thing is it has a really good chewy texture. So at this point, usually what I like to do is add a little bit of tamari or a little bit of soy sauce, maybe some crushed red pepper, some ginger. I'm going to use Bragg's aminos, and I'll just pour this on here a little bit. And Bragg's is just like soy sauce. It just has all your amino acids. It's got a really nice kind of soy sauce flavor. So the Bragg's, and what's nice is it's just going to cook and get all the flavor from the Bragg's and just really absorb in the tofu. And then what I can do, I can add in some toasted sesame seeds. Like I said, if you like it spicy, you can put in some chili powder. So this is perfect to add to a stir fry, a broccoli dish. There we have it, fried tofu. Really a lot of flavor and a lot of texture. And I've added a little sriracha for some spice.